Well, hi everybody! This is Mickey Mouse,
Laura,
and Arnie
with Crazy Cool Cakes. Today we're going to show you how to turn this plain two-tiered cake into this fun and adorable Mickey Mouse themed birthday cake.
Oh boy!
Your cake even has a tail, Mickey.
I like it!
Let's get started.
First, we're going to roll out some bright yellow gum paste. And we're going to cut out a star with this awesome Disney cutter. It needs to be about 1/4 of an inch thick. Make as many stars as there are letters in the celebrant's name. Today, that's you, sweetie.
Cool.
We're rolling out black gum paste to 1/8 of an inch in thickness and cutting out the letters with these super cool Disney font cutters. Be sure the cutter goes completely through the gum paste so you can easily poke it out. There's your name, baby.
That's short for Arnold.
Now just add a little bit of edible glue to the back of each letter and place it in the center of the star.
I found it really helpful to let these letters dry for about 5 minutes before placing them on the stars. That way it's easier to handle them.
Now we're going to make your cute gloves, Mickey.
Oh gosh!
This white gum paste is also rolled out to 1/4 of an inch in thickness. We're going to cut out 2 of these and just flip over the second one. That way he has a left and right hand.
Yeah! Great thinking!
We've made some black gum paste super pliable by spritzing it with water and kneading it in. We're going to use our favorite extruder to create a long string to give Mickey's gloves some nice black detail.
Wow! That's swell!
Add edible glue to the inner wrist and all along the edge on the top of the glove. Make your starting end pointy and place it towards the inside of the wrist. Then just gently guide the gum paste string all along the edge of the glove as you gently tap it down. Carefully trim the string when you get to the other side of the wrist. Trim off a short piece so you can detail the bottom of the glove. Now all we need are 3 little pieces of black gum paste, and we're going to roll each of these into long pointy teardrops. Now use your edible glue to draw 3 invisible lines right in the center of the glove. When you add these pieces, make sure that the pointy ends are pointing down. Then just do the same for the second glove. Take a long skewer and insert it in the bottom of the glove. Make sure it's going in nice and straight, and you only want it to go in a little more than halfway.
These Mickey shoes are a lot of fun to make.
I can't wait!
For each shoe, you're going to need about 3 ounces of yellow gum paste, and you're going to roll this into a nice, smooth, fat teardrop. Flatten the top just a tiny bit, and the pointier end, which is the heel, you want to flatten that just a little bit more, just like that. We're going to use the largest ball tool in our favorite set to make an indentation at the top of the heel. Mickey, your shoes have the cutest little creases, so we're going to use our veining tool to make 2 on each side. We're using the pointier end, making sure the point is facing away from the gum paste, that way it doesn't dig in. To create the sole of the shoe, we're rolling out a long worm of yellow gum paste. Wrap it around the bottom of the shoe, and right at the back of the heel, make a little mark and trim it off. Do the same thing to the other side. Then you can go ahead and remove it. Add a little bit of edible glue to the inside of the worm and on one end, then wrap it around the shoe. Make sure it's nice and sealed. Use your veining tool to follow the creases down into the sole. Lastly, just roll out a little thin worm of yellow gum paste, trim the ends, and loop it. This is for the top of Mickey's shoe. Add a little bit of edible glue around the edge of the hole, and then just place it on there. How adorable is that?
Perfect size!
Before we create the ball border, I'm going to measure the circumference of my 8-inch and 6-inch cake tiers. Altogether, we're going to need a minimum of 46 inches of ball border. To ensure that all of the balls come out nice and uniform, we make sure to roll out all of our gum paste the same thickness, usually about 1/8 of an inch thick. We use a 2.5-inch circle cutter to cut out circles and then roll each circle into a ball. They all usually come out about 3/4 inches in width. That way we can easily figure out just how many we need to make. Easily decorate your cake by placing a small dot of royal icing at the bottom of each ball. Always begin at the back of the cake. Add them in alternating colors, and it's very pleasing to the eye if you keep them in the same sequence.
This looks like a lot of fun.
It is. It's very relaxing.
Ah, very relaxing.
Wake up, Mickey. This cake's all about you.
What? Gosh, will you look at that?
We're going to decorate the top tier like Mickey's shorts, so I'm going to roll out some white gum paste and cut out 4 ovals using a 1.5-inch wide oval cutter. I also need some little yellow stars. I'm going to be using a 3/4-inch wide star cutter, and I need a total of 22 stars. I'm decorating the top tier first. Add a little bit of water to the back of each oval, and then make sure to center them perfectly in the front of the cake. Do the same thing in the back.
Ha!
I'm going to create a nice simple pattern with my little yellow stars. I always start by placing 2 stars in the front and 2 right underneath those. Then 1 star in between and next to those. Do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to repeat the same pattern on the back of the cake. That way I make sure everything looks exactly the same in front and in back. Now the sides. I only need 5 more on this side, and hopefully you can start to see the pattern developing here. The very last one should be right in the center.
Now, the other side.
Same thing on this side?
Yep, same thing. Don't you just love the way that yellow pops up against that red?
Yeah, it looks great.
We're giving our cake an adorable Mickey Mouse tail, so for this I'm going to roll out about 2 ounces of black gum paste to about 20 inches in length. Make sure the end is super pointy and flatten the other end, just like that. The beginning of the tail goes between the ovals, and I like to bend the tail towards the front. Add a small amount of water on the first 2 inches of the tail, and then gently press it onto the cake and onto the ball border. Now just simply add a little bit of water wherever you see the tail will be touching and gently press it down. Position the tail on your fondant covered board and glue it down as well.
What do you think, Mickey?
Looks like the perfect tail.
Now we're going to add our stars to our board. Our board is 16 by 16 inches, so if you have a longer name, you can make the board a little bit wider. After centering the name near the edge of the board, pick up the innermost star and with a toothpick make a mark underneath the 2 bottom points of the star. Then simply pierce the board with the toothpick where you made the marks. Place the toothpick back in one of the holes and then trim it to where it's only sticking up about 1/2 inch. Remove the toothpick piece and flip it over. We want the pointy end sticking out. Do the same thing with the second hole. Hold the star nice and straight right above the toothpicks and just lower it down until it touches the board. Do the same thing with all the other stars.
Sweet!
Now we can add the gloves. I'm going to trim each one of my skewers at about 4 inches in length. Hold the glove at an angle and push the skewer in until the glove touches the ball border.
Hi!
It's not a Mickey cake until you have a Mickey Mouse hat. Be sure to check out our tutorial on how to make this awesome cake topper. You can find the link to it underneath this video, along with the list of all of our favorite tools and materials used in this video. These Mickey shoes are so cute. You did such a good job on all your decorations, sweetie.
Thank you, baby.
Great job, Arnie.
Wow, thanks, Mickey.
All we need is a little bit of royal icing to stick them down to our board. And we've finally arrived to the funnest part.
Oh, can I say it?
Go for it, Mickey.
Steaming procedure, commence!
Wow. What do you think of that, Mickey?
I'm speechless.
Me too. We hope you enjoyed this tutorial, everybody. Have fun making your Mickey cakes.
We'd like to invite you to visit our YouTube channel and check out all the other awesome tutorials we have available. And if you haven't yet, don't forget to subscribe. You can also come and hang out with us on our social media. And don't forget to check out our online shops. You can find all the links underneath our video. Bye-bye, everybody. God bless you.
See you next time.
God bless you.